Yes, my people, it's your boy Django, and we're back with another reaction. This time is career mode deep dive, Eafc25. So let's get into it. I'm gonna give you my thoughts, my opinion. As per usual, you let me know your thoughts in the comment. Let me know how you actually feeling about this deep dive. Because I don't think career mode, a couple of the things that people are getting gassed about, for me personally, it ain't gonna improve the gameplay, ain't gonna improve career mode as an enjoyment for me. But there is some good new stuff being added. So let's get into it and talk about the pros and the cons. This is the first thing I want to talk about because on the overall aspect of the game and improving the game, and I see they tried to say, oh, you can also do this on pro clubs. But anybody who actually play pro clubs will understand that no matter what you do in the tactics, it's not going to work because we play as an individual performance. Maybe some of the CPU might work well, but I very highly doubt it because CPU has been a problem for years now on pro clubs. But in the aspect of a manager and you're playing maybe on Ultimate Team, it might work, but I know the only place that FC IQ is going to work, or maybe at its best, is in the career mode because that's the only legit place where you're actually managing the team. Ultimate Team, for me, the tactics really, most of them don't really work. I mean, I guess there used to be one where you used to play five at the back. Maybe that one worked, but I don't think the tactics and individual things that you're telling your players to do has ever worked on Ultimate Team pro clubs or anywhere else, except sometimes on career mode, but it's always been limited. So this is why when they're talking about FC IQ, and I see a lot of people, most of them paid YouTubers going on about like it's a game changer. It's not a game changer. Let's be honest, it's not a game changer. Is something that should have already been implemented into a game that most people are playing $90 to $100 for, or £80, £70, whichever way you look at it. This is not no game breaking or game changing implication into FC. Regardless, because we know what's going to happen, most of the roles that you give to your players are not going to be fixed. It's going to be broke. And that's the truth. The one thing I am looking forward to, and I've heard that's been implemented in the game, there's a lot more game faces for manager, the way you edit your manager and things like that. It's okay. Also, I don't think Rush 5v5 is a bad thing for your youth players, but call me old school, why not just put in a youth league? Because for however how long I've been playing FIFA, I've definitely been playing FIFA for even longer than some people have been alive playing the game now. And how long have we been asking for a reserve or an under 23 leagues or something? That way, you know, your reserve players and your youth players can actually gain experience from actually playing football. But no, you know what? We try and push and force this rush thing down your throat and see how you cope with it. So that's my opinion on this tactical change and Rush 5v5 being in career mode. Yes, having the female career mode is also a good thing, but why bring in the female career mode in when you do not have a good enough main career? Let's just put it as that because it is what it is, right? It was man's football that put EA where it is right now. So the main career should always be focused on the men. Like, I am not saying it's a bad thing to have it, but why bring it in now when you don't put enough work in the single player career for the men's football? Then you're going to implement females football. So you're going to have to like split your studios up to focus on two separate things, in my opinion, because they're not the same. Instead of bringing us a female, instead of bringing us a female league, why not bring us the reserve league? Why not make sure that each team has, or each league as a reserve league or an under 23 league, because that's more realistic than putting in this so-called Rush 5v5 and the female league, even though I do think that the female league should be on there. Well, the ice one anyway. And the next thing I want to talk about is I want to get to the scouting, because EA blatantly lie to everyone, and surely I cannot be the only one who got onto it. At this moment, right at this moment in the video, when it goes to the deep dive career mode, the guy literally, or the spokesperson literally said, we've added more teams. Clearly not, because unless my eyes deceive me, I cannot see Africa up there. So therefore, they remove all the African nation. That means there's no Nigeria, no Ivory Coast, no Ghana, no Cameroon, none of that. So therefore, there's less teams. I know I ain't the smartest man in the world, but I'm just trying to put 2v2 and make 4. I can't see Africa up there. All I can see South America, North America, Europe, Asia, and Oceania. So how have you added more when you've taken away? That's what I want to know. But that still goes back into the point I was making. It's pointless, because the scouting system looks the same to me. Like, nothing's changed. Yes, they've changed around the boards and the menu a bit, but in general, the way the scouting system function remains the same to me. Now, for me, it's a pointless system, because all you do is you sign your youth, you put them in the youth academy, yeah, and if they're not old enough to play, they stay there until they're old enough to play, or till you decide to sign them. Where if you had a youth academy, once you signed a youth player, you should automatically be in and around the reserve. And that, like I was saying, if there was a reserve league, instead of going all out to please everybody and putting in a female league, why not add reserve leagues for all the teams, under 23 leagues in all the leagues? And that would have changed the dynamic of career mode fully. Still, this is supposed to be the career mode and the gameplay feature, and we still haven't heard anything about the gameplay. Nothing's changed about the gameplay at this moment in time. I know they're going to try and say, oh, player plus plus. What the? Let me not get too negative, because I do like when they implement new things into career mode, even though majority of the thing, snapshot, that's not new. That was there since 2015 and got taken out. So now it's making a return. They trying to use it as a selling point. That's already been in the game. And the last point I want to talk about is the press conference. As you can see, right, they may have had a couple of questions to it, or to the pool of questions that's already exists. But in my opinion, and I've played a lot of FIFA, like I'm saying, I've probably played FIFA longer than some people have even gaming. And I'm being honest, that's just with my age. But when you look on it on the whole, there's no improvement in the game. There's still going to be the same dead transfer. As you can see, Pepe at 41 going to Arsenal when Arsenal have got Saliba, Gabriel. It doesn't make sense. Like, most of what they're doing and implicated in the game don't make sense. It's not going to change the way it plays. It's just all, I don't even know how you want to say it. None of it is going to implement on how the gameplay feels and change. It's not going to bring better atmosphere to the game. For example, career mode, you should definitely be able to tell the difference between a normal league game than a semi-final and a final, but you can't. There's no hype around certain things. And then they're talking about live as the legend or play as the legend. Think about that. Instead of playing as the legend, why don't you leave the legends to do what they've already done, and then give us a history that we can break, especially when it comes to player career? How about that? Instead of carrying on with the same nonsense, copy and paste, rinse, repeat. That's it. It's every year is the same thing. Now, I'm not telling you to not buy the game. I'm telling you, do not pre-order it, because when the pre-ordered numbers are big, then they feel they've done a good job. When they haven't, we know people that been playing FIFA, yeah, from day. Like I'm saying, I played FIFA since 96. There ain't nobody out here that can tell me that I haven't been playing FIFA from day. I've been playing FIFA from day, even when Pro 4 was better than FIFA. Pro 1, 2, 3. When FIFA was macro until it started to make a comeback 2008. people who played FIFA from they know what I'm talking about. I've still supported FIFA, so I'm not telling you not to buy it. I'm saying don't pre-order it because they're gonna think because the numbers are numbering, they're doing good, and that's all I want to say. Don't forget to like and subscribe.